I will always have a diesel.
Yeah.
I do agree it's not the right tow rig for everybody, but like, you know, if you have a JK or JL,
That's a heavy
they're
bitch.
fucking heavy Jeeps. And then you put 37s or 40s, 1 tons under them. You know, even if you are gutting the interior, like you're putting a ton of weight on a Jeep.
Stock JL's 5,200 pounds.
Yeah.
I want my coffee, but it's upstairs and there's nothing left of it, so I guess I don't have any coffee left.
What the Oh my god. And welcome back to the Dirt Drive.
What's up?
That's posted by Openly Gay
That's
Animals.
a sound clip for a reel.
Yeah.
Mark it.
I
Mark.
want my coffee, but it's upstairs. Man, it's empty, so I guess it doesn't matter.
All right, guys. Welcome back. PJ, all right?
Yep.
Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, the Dirt Drive Podcast. This is actually the first time the four of us have been together in a while, I think.
Yeah.
It has.
It has been.
We've life has been a little bit crazy, but we've been keeping the weekly episodes going.
It's coming like a wrecking ball, too, because
yeah,
you're due in like 30 seconds.
2.5 weeks. It could be today. It could be while we're recording.
That'd be exciting.
No, I don't know about
really.
exciting.
Not
I
really,
think my wife would choose the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm gone all of July. Like all of July, I'm gone. Every weekend.
But we do have a special guest with us today. Which of PJ's voices are we presenting today?
I don't know.
Wow, we got the normal voice. Yeah, I mean, life has been busy for sure. The shop's slammed.
Yeah.
That's not a new one.
Yeah, I've been,
No, but it finally slammed in a good way.
yeah.
Like not like.
Are you
Like-
are you going for the name a better sound than?
No, I'm just trying to get the chocolate from the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah, the shop has been slammed, but you're not backlogged anymore, it seems like.
correct. Yeah, for the first time in I think like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
No, I honestly can't remember ever
not having a backlog.
having parking.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, that's a big one.
That's probably the biggest benefit to all the work we've gotten done is like we actually have parking. Like I drove in today and was like, oh,
We have like 5 spots.
in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and out front.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have room for your employees to park and a customer car too a day.
yeah,
It's,
at least.
amazing.
Yeah, because I don't think there's nothing in the shop right now, is there?
Other than
frame.
the
YJ and the
yeah,
frame.
Yeah. Wow, this is
Everything is outside.
weird.
It's weird productivity.
Productivity.
Come to a screeching halt. No, it won't come to the guys are actually surprisingly efficient when you're not there. They're more efficient when you're not there, I feel like.
Probably because my ADD is not affecting things. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's a valid evaluation of the situation. Oh,
insert ping pong noises.
doink, doink, doink. Well, yeah. I mean, on that note, since we're bouncing all over the place with ADD here, make sure you guys, like and subscribe.
Oh, there you go.
Leave us some, reviews on wherever you listen, Apple,
Only
Spotify.
5 stars.
Also, if
Yes.
if you listen
5 stars or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm calling out Travis here. If you listen, please go follow us on social media. We had one of our buddies we see almost 3-4 times a week.
It's okay. You can say his name.
Yeah,
you
Travis.
see him 3-4 times a week. 'Cause that's when you're at the shop. We see him like
Every day.
7 times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we see him multiple times a week, and we had a customer in what's his Instagram handle?
Which one?
Martin.
Oh, Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero Jeep. He was in. We were talking about social media, and I showed him. I'm like, we're talking. He's got an awesome Jeep.
Yeah.
And I'm like sending him a bunch of stuff. He's like, oh, what's your page? I know you guys had a podcast, and I told him, and Travis was standing right there. And Travis was like, oh, I wonder if I follow you guys. I'm like, Travis, if you don't follow us,
Travis is a little new to the Instagram game, so you got to
please-
cut him some slack on that. But
please go follow us if you listen.
yeah, follow, share it, so
share
we can
it.
keep doing fun things and making fun
Tell your
content for you
friends.
guys. Tell your friends.
Check out all the new shirts that we have up.
Yeah,
We've got a
DirtNerdsOffroad.com.
bunch of Good
Yeah.
designs up.
Shirts and stickers.
Yes, yeah. PJ's. We've done a lot of testing on printing, and like we have a lot of fun designs coming out.
Yep.
For T-shirts and stickers and things. I know Martin got a Mike's Hard Lemonade shirt out of the shop.
Yes.
Mike's Hard Overlanding.
Sorry. Yes, the copyright infringement. Yeah, no copyright infringement here. It's just a Mike's slightly more difficult version of off-roading.
Yes.
Yes.
Just because it has a squinty lemon doesn't mean anything.
I love the Rick and Morty lemon.
Yeah,
That's my
so
favorite.
good.
The Morty lemon with a straw in his hand.
That and Amazon might be the two best designs.
Amazon's good.
The Amazon one is my favorite.
You got AK. AK's like, why do you guys have an AutoZone logo on a shirt on your website? We're like, it's not.
Yeah,
I'm overlanding, Morty.
I mean,
That's a good one. T-shirt.
reuse the lemon. The lemon could be a recurring character.
It'll just be his head.
Yeah.
And he's like hanging out of a Tacoma or a 4Runner. I'm overlanding, Morty.
I did it, Morty. I turned myself into a Jeep.
I turned myself into a skinny guy.
I'm Skinny Rick.
Yeah, no, the Amazon shirt. That's one of my go-tos whenever AutoZone's like sold out of something, or it's like, why is AutoZone sold out of oil filter adapter housings? All right, Google. Oh, look, there's 87 billion on Amazon for half the price.
My $100 one is still holding up. Surprisingly,
You should definitely shut your mouth.
Oh, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Because it is not going to last.
It's
I can
not
tell you
cold
that
yet. Oh
much.
yeah, it'll break. As we're going to Hammers, it'll just start flooding.
Yeah. Why is my low oil pressure light on?
Shit.
But yeah, no, it's Amazon, AutoZone, Amazon. PJ Dips.
We have a new updated
Get in the zone, Amazon.
anti-Jeep Club.
Yeah, went in and did the actual font and
For the
curliness.
antisocial social
Yeah.
club.
Yeah.
PJ did that one. I want to get the Kill All Jeeps.
Yeah.
I want to get that on a shirt. I like that one.
That
a lot,
one,
too.
I this one won't explain that one to me because I don't get the kill all Jeeps thing.
Hoonigan is Kill All Tires because they're drifty boys.
Yeah.
So we are.
It's a Hoonigans.
Yeah.
We are Kill All Jeeps.
So we have the hooligan.
Somebody asked me that like I was going through the pile of stickers and someone was like, I don't get the kill all Jeeps thing.
Well,
I was like, that's a good question.
But
now
we trash our Jeeps.
Right. No, I get that.
So use your Jeep like it's intended to be used. You use it.
But see, it's a combo sticker because we've got the hooligan sticker in the Hoonigan font.
Yeah.
So you put the hooligan and then Kill All Jeeps right below it.
Come at us, hurt. Please don't come at us, hurt.
No, come at us. Come at us on our podcast.
Yeah.
Come defend yourselves.
Yeah.
We I mean,
like in person.
Would it really
come
be
to the
that
basement.
bad to be the Hoonigans of the off-road world?
They are the Hoonigans of the off-road world too. They made the.
We're definitely not going to launch a
Warthog.
tire.
What?
No.
Definitely not going to launch a tire.
I hope we launch a tire.
Not at a show car.
Well, yeah, we're not. Well, listen, we're not show car people, so we're good there. But like, I would love to see Tim roast his tread rights.
Can you
and just
imagine?
launch a tread right?
Can you imagine we're at a show and shine and a tire just launches into the crowd?
Yeah, see, that would be bad.
That would be very bad.
Yeah, which
Shut
is why
that shit down quick.
Yeah, we don't have the bankroll to self-insure that one.
Absolutely not.
No, I mean, I think it'd be fun. I mean, I know like Fun Haver exists. They're kind of like
yeah, they're Hoonigan. Yeah, they
are Hoonigan.
Yeah,
like,
it's the RTR Fun Haver.
Well, yeah, but that's like their own.
They have a
thing.
monster
Like,
truck now.
Of course they do.
They have a Monster Jam monster truck with a Bronco body on it. It's pretty delicious, actually.
I'm already so sick of the Bronco.
I know. The Broncos are so good off-road. Like the non-Bronco Broncos. The Bronco race teams.
That's just because they have all the money.
Oh, I know.
I was just listening to shout out Wheeling Wine and Whiskey on my.
I didn't realize they were such big golfers.
Yeah, neither did I actually. I was like, I'm like really excited to hang out with them now. But yeah, on my sprint to the shop and back to get the microphones
Because
so we
you
could
forgot.
record this episode because ADD.
Yeah, it was Thursday, and I was leaving the shop, and Tom's like,
we're a
"Hey,
little
I'm gonna bring the podcasting stuff home tonight. We'll get it set up, so we're ready to go on Sunday." I show up this morning, like, "Hey, is everything set up, ready to go?" He goes, "Oh, I thought you had it." Oh,
I mean,
good.
you are kind of the producer of the podcast. Yes, I said I would take it. I will.
I told
I'm
Tim-
happy to take my razzing today. However, you two should know better than to leave me with any sort of responsibility.
If the audio sounds like shit, it's on me.
I told Tim it went even deeper than that because you're like, yeah, I'll take it home and I'll do my read at home after I get it set up.
Did I really say that?
did. You said
Oh
that.
shit!
Yeah, you still gotta do your.
It was a bad week.
do
all
your
right?
do your read now. Do an improv read for your.
For what?
You were gonna write the Boxo one.
Oh,
Yay, Boxo. Read done.
Pretty much.
Yes, what was I doing?
Oh shit, the laundry.
Yeah.
Just give them a shout out and tell them the promo code. That's all you got to do.
What is the promo code? It's the newest
Dirt
one.
Drive.
Oh, it's still
their Dirt Drive costs the.
Yeah. So our latest partner we have is Boxo USA. They're a tool company. Fantastic tools. They make a killer off-road tool roll.
Hammer's branded too.
It's
It's still Hammer. Is it still available on the website?
Okay, that's good to know. But yeah, it's basically what they consider, and I agree with, is a
100%.
nearly complete kit for a full-size rig off-road. It's got
think they have
hammers, it's got
them for
electrical.
UTVs too, right?
They have a separate UTV one.
And they have a motorbike one. They've got
They basically specialize in kits.
Yep.
They have toolboxes with foam inserts. They have the bags. They have
So
the rolls. I have their 4-drawer. I think it's like 185 piece.
Way to go,
mechanics
Mr.
kit
Producer.
as my home kit here at the house.
It's nice.
And I love it. It's as good quality as any of the tool truck brands. It's great for like a good hobbyist. It's very organized. They're very complete kits.
And they're affordable.
They're very affordable. I believe the tool
We
roll
can't talk
is
about
like,
pricing.
Okay, can't talk about tool pricing, but they're very affordable.
The pricing is available on the website, and if you use code Dirt Drive,
10% off.
10% off.
So yeah,
The foam insert really sets it up.
Yeah, it
like
does.
I
that.
was one of the major tool truck brands had a full wrench set in foam that had me considering remortgaging the house to afford it just because it was in foam. Like I already had 2/3 of the wrenches in it, and I'm like, how do
That
I
was buckle off, right?
You can just buy the
Strap
buckle
off.
strap off.
yeah, strap off.
You can just buy the foam inserts. I'm pretty sure. I know you can from Boxo.
Look.
Yes, from Boxo you can, but from
When it comes in the box already.
yeah, from no pans. Well, you ever heard that before?
No.
So when I was in Votech in high school, learning about battery safety, our instructor said if you're using a wrench to tighten a battery terminal and you touch the wrench to two terminals,
I've done that multiple times.
you're gonna have no pans burnt into your hand.
Oh, got it.
Because if you think of how it's spelled,
Yep.
for all of our intelligent listeners, you guys can figure that one out.
You can just say that brand.
No, I don't want to.
I guess not during a.
Yeah, not during a competitor's.
It's not really a read.
It's a bad read.
It's a shout out.
It's a terrible
really
read.
bad-
It's good. It's a good first draft.
Good
But
first draft.
Use the promo code DirtDrive at boxousa.com.
Get 10% off.
You get 10% off.
Yep.
If you're a Jeeper and you don't have a toolkit in your Jeep, their off-road tool bag is excellent.
Yeah, I'm ordering one for the JK.
Yeah.
Even if you're an at-home DIY guy that just does your own oil changes.
Well, if you're looking for an at-home, their little 4-drawer benchtop boxes are awesome. They have their lock is a key or a combination, so you can give
You
a
can
little.
forget your key at home, unlike my toolbox at the shop, which I don't even know where that key is anymore.
we just rip it open.
It's also permanently open now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I like about the box too is I throw it in the back of the truck when we go wheeling, and
And since everything's got its inserts.
and with the foam insert, it actually all stays there when you're driving around.
Yeah.
It's a really nice setup. Super high quality tools.
Code Dirt Drive for 10% off.
Yeah.
Boxo.
Say it again.
So code Dirt Drive on the website for 10% off.
Yeah, and the website is.
Boxo.
BoxoUSA.com.
I'll double check that, but yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's BoxoUSA.com. And thank you again for supporting companies that support us. It helps us do cool adventures like my next adventure, which I'm doing solo because all these guys are adults and parents. And
There it is.
Listen, it's
all
not
the
my
other
fault
things.
Ultra 4 scheduled the race the weekend my baby is due.
fair.
Yeah,
I'm
if
going-
anything, God damn it, Ultra 4.
Yeah.
Plan it a month earlier.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a fun race. It'll be my first official off-road race, and I'm also on a pit crew.
There you go.
Shout out Legacy Off-Road Racing and George Schooley.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun pitting for a 4800 car.
Yeah.
Doing a bunch of podcasts. I've got 5 or 6 scheduled.
Nice.
So far. Tony Angelo, I'm driving past your house. Let's do a podcast.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound creepy.
Well, I'm driving through the area.
It's not quite past, but it's,
Yeah, I'll come out of my way a little bit.
yeah, it's in the general area, as in it's in the same state.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours to the east.
Yeah, it's a
Fair.
little out of the way, but yeah.
But you can wave and,
Oh, Daddy.
I may miss the birth of my child if we end up doing a podcast with Tony Angelo.
I think you would have to find a new place to live.
Oh, no. No, I can guarantee you I'll have to find a new place to live.
The shop. Just live at the shop.
I basically do
He'll
anyway.
be dead. You won't have to
That's
worry
true.
about it.
Yeah, that's also a fair point. Future Tom.
Because
Future Tom Duck.
I can
Run.
promise
Just for bringing
you,
it up.
he'd get halfway through that sentence to Carrie, and she would murder him.
Oh, she's gonna listen to this when it comes out and be like, "What the fuck did he say?"
I can only hope that I can only hope he comes early enough that I'll just bring him with me.
That'd be dope.
But get a nice set of noise canceling headphones on his head.
Don't
Get him a
let-
onesie that says, "This is my first rodeo."
Oh, we're doing those hats for hammers.
Oh, 100%. 100. Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. This
You
is
can't
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
It's a whole bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of hammers, we're figuring out logistics, and the big part.
Buy our t-shirts so we can afford to go.
We're,
Please.
Yes.
we're diving into the episode now.
Please.
We're thinking of logistics and how we're going to get there. We've had multiple
Teleportation.
people
Yeah.
ask us to do a tow rig episode, a trucks episode. So that's what we're diving
Oh,
into.
that's how we're going to intro into that?
I don't know. That felt right. Did
Okay.
it not?
Sure.
Okay. It got quiet.
I mean, it kind
AC
of
turned off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Now
that
we're all really loud.
that transition was kind of like, hey guys, we're just gonna babble tow rigs.
Oh, yeah. This episode does have a theme.
Yeah, we're not just talking off the rails for 16 minutes. Not bad.
It's actually not. It's a lot shorter than I thought it was.
So we've had a bunch of people ask about tow rigs. We've all had them or have them. I'm the only one that doesn't have my tow rig anymore. PJ doesn't have one, but he
I was
always.
gonna say this is gonna be real.
You're
short,
actually
'cause
you're
two
actually
out of the four don't
you're
have
actually
it.
looking at getting one. Are you still on that
Yeah,
train?
I'm still looking.
The used car market's still garbage
Yeah.
is the
Garbage.
problem.
Yeah, you lucky to get 10%. Is
Yeah.
what.
Well, I think for him, what he's been looking at is trying to find stuff that he can straight trade the Explorer for.
Oh, that'll be tough.
It's not as tough as you think. There's been
because
quite a
the
few
used
out
car
there.
market's still garbage. The Explorer
It's
has
worth like
some
$7
decent
grand.
cash
Yeah.
value. I think it's more than that.
Really?
Yeah, it's close to 10.
Yeah. I mean,
thought it
the
was
lowest that somebody's offered me was the place up in Pennsylvania with that power wagon.
Yeah.
They were like $6 grand.
I thought yours was a pursuit package. Oh, I thought it was a.
no, it's just unlimited.
That had some value. For some reason, I guess it's because it's white. I always thought your.
Why does it gotta be white?
Dude, like 98% of
It's
Ford
pearl.
Explorers are white.
Fair.
Yeah, because 95% of that 98%
Are
are the
pursuit
police
packages.
police packages.
I just I gotta take the roof rack off and paint the grill a little bit. And
Put a
then-
light bar on.
And take the chrome exhaust
Yes.
tips off.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the,
yeah.
That's the dead giveaway is the lack of roof rack and the no exhaust tips.
Yep.
I've never noticed that. And also steel wheels, but I guess a lot of them have the.
Well, yeah, but you'd be surprised how many of the police departments order it with alloy wheels,
Yeah.
so that way
It doesn't give
it
it
doesn't
away.
give away. But the problem is you can't get the higher horsepower with like the chrome tips, and then they still don't want the roof rack in case they throw
light bars.
light bars on top. Because wee woo,
They were out in force yesterday.
they're out in force today.
Yeah. What, you almost get caught?
Maybe
You're like, fuck, I forgot all this shit.
he wasn't set up yet, which is probably the only reason I was good.
Oh,
But it was like a
Was it in the spot that I got pulled over?
no, it was a Stady on 7 in Ashburn.
Oof.
I was doing like
Oh, under the
78 right before One Loudon.
Yeah.
oh,
And
yeah.
like
that's their favorite spot.
I saw him at the last second and I thought he was pulling out, but he was actually just pulling into the turnaround. And I was like,
Lucky boy.
and then I saw him like back into his little like cubby, and I was like,
hiding
oh. And then I
Thank-
did 60 right past him on the way home. And then as soon as I was out of sight,
So PJ, what are you looking for in a tow rig? Since you're the only one who hasn't bought one yet. I bought two.
3.
The first one was not intended to be a tow rig.
it was a trail rig.
I guess that's true.
Bruce was the trail rig.
Yeah, poor Bruce.
I know right
R.I.P.
now I can't afford a diesel, even though I'd want a diesel.
So, diesels. Did you see Mike
Finally under $4.
and Diesel? Not
Yeah.
what's his name? Mike from Faster with Finnegan.
Finnegan?
No,
Finnegan?
not Mike Finnegan. The other guy. And he did a post with Dirthead Dave. No, the other Mike. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. He was talking with, or he made a post the other day with Dirthead Dave that
Mike
since
Cotton.
No.
It's David Newburn, Mike Cotton.
David Newburn.
Okay, so it's not Mike.
Listen, man.
that other Mike. You mean David Newburn? Yeah, that one.
Faster with Finnegan has 2 mics on.
You know,
that.
to be completely honest, I am very glad that you do not have any more coffee right now because you are just fucking.
Yeah, Newburn made a post with
Mike
Dave.
Newburn.
Yeah, Mike Newburn.
David Newburn. Shout out
talking about diesels in California because he's looking to buy a new tow rig.
Yeah, it's a mess.
He was looking for imports or input on it because apparently diesel's like $7.50 a gallon in California in some areas.
Dude, everything is expensive.
Yeah,
apparently, I was talking to Mackenzie about this yesterday. The sale of diesel is going to be illegal in California next year.
Yeah.
Fucking wild. So if we plan on going out to Hammers, PJ, don't get a diesel.
No.
Because you can't fill it up.
Thankfully, Johnson Valley is not that far from the Nevada border.
Yeah.
But it's still, it's going to be a nightmare.
Also, I've had my diesel. Yeah. And I don't think with the amount of towing and trail like trail rig only trail rides we go on, I don't think it's worth having a diesel. I learned that the hard way. If we were doing 2 trips a month, it'd be worth it.
Well, but that's like that's a down the road thing, right? Where it's if we get to a point where that's a good chunk of what we do, absolutely, like that's what you want.
I think the biggest problem, I don't even want to say it's really a problem, but the biggest factor for you and what your decision making was that you had a 20-year-old truck that you owed money on.
Correct.
So because I have the same truck in the opposite situation. I don't care if that thing sits in my driveway 6 months out of the year because it doesn't owe me anything. Or I don't owe it anything.
Yeah, but
it owes me a lot.
It also a lot of the guys buying tow rigs, it's also their daily driver. I think if that's the case, unless you're doing
you were also in a different situation because there was a point where you were towing
a lot,
2 to 3 times a month.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, and you had a gasser at that point, which is, and you were having all the electrical issues.
Slowly ruining that truck.
Yeah, it was. You were tearing that truck apart.
I think the 2 factors are what are you towing
and how often
and where are you towing.
Yeah.
How often is kind of, in my opinion, irrelevant because if you're towing a heavy rig over mountains, even if you do it once a year, you're gonna want the diesel.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And when I went to Pennsylvania to crawling for cops, having the diesel is amazing.
Getting up to Roush,
right? Woo. Yeah, like the drive into Roush Creek is just a giant hill, and I remember my truck didn't downshift; it did 50 miles an hour
with the trailer,
the Jeep, all the camping gear, and it just went right up the hill. And I remember we pulling into camp, and you were like, "Oh, my truck was gonna die."
Oh yeah, my truck was not happy.
Yeah,
that was the red one.
Yeah, you were like, I was at 7,000 RPM all the way up that, and it's like a 5-mile run. It's a long hill.
Yeah, 5-mile run at grade.
Yeah,
it was.
That's
brutal.
one of those hills where if the 18-wheeler's not at speed, he's fucked.
Yeah,
right. And like that those situations are why I will always have a diesel. Yeah. I do agree it's not the right tow rig for everybody, but if you have a JK or JL,
that's a heavy
fucking heavy Jeeps. And then you put 37s or 40s, 1 tons under them. Even if you are gutting the interior, you're putting a ton of weight on a Jeep.
Stock JL's 5,200 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. What are the 4x have to be 7,000?
They come in about 5,600.
Oh, really? That's not bad. That's not.
I thought they were more than that. I thought they were over 6.
Are they over 6?
I'm pretty sure
I thought they were close to 6.
Yeah.
But that battery in and of itself is almost 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
And that's the nice thing is modern gas trucks, with an 8 or a 10-speed transmission,
they do great.
They do so much better than trucks 10 years ago.
Like my dad's truck when I pulled to the Cove last time. It's a gas truck. It's a 2016.
Yeah.
It's a 2,500.
Yeah.
It pulled fantastic. It just got 8 miles a gallon.
Well, yeah. Is that the 6.2 in that thing or the 6.0?
6 liter.
Isn't it the 6.2 now, though?
I think the new ones are the 6.2. The old ones are the 6 liters. I
guess that generation is probably still the 6 liter. Where's Brian when you need him?
What are you looking for in a truck there, PJ?
Preferably a V8.
For towing?
Definitely.
For towing, yes.
I think that's a requirement. That's not really a preference.
Do the Turbo 6s do good on the F-150s?
So that's not to interrupt you again, but that's people's complaint about the EcoBoost. Is the EcoBoost has a ton of power, but because you're in boost the whole time you're towing, it gets like 4 miles to the gallon.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you're always going to suck down gas when you're towing, so.
Sure, but like,
but there's a difference between
you can limit it by not being
miles.
at 8 psi of boost the whole time.
Towing
your
a
boat to
tuner.
the lake.
That is the benefit of the diesel, though, is because when I was towing with my diesel, I got 18 miles to the gallon, and when I didn't have a trailer, I got 18 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
So what are you looking for in a truck there, PJ?
Are you going to daily it?
Probably, because if I'm getting rid of the Ford, that's going to be my main car.
Yeah, so you really should keep it half ton gas.
Yep.
Carpool.
Yeah.
I can pick PJ up and then pick you up. I'm not picking, I'm not picking Brian up. He's on his own.
I've found a ton of single cabs, but I know that's not going to work for our lifestyle anyways.
No. The extended cab was small.
Crew cab or nothing.
Yep.
That's what I did.
Which is the way the market's going. A lot of these, a lot of like the luxury trucks are.
Yeah. We saw a single cab Dodge Ram with a short bed the other day. We're both
sexy.
like, oh, haven't seen one of those in 10 years.
I'm always super partial to the Dodge.
Yeah.
Or the Rams.
Fair.
Like
I think
between black, white, and maroon.
Oh, the maroon is so good.
Or the green one that was
the green. Oh,
the green one that they were doing a what was it? It was one of those Instagram pages where it's like, win this truck.
But it was
that dark forest green
I think
all over.
It's like bronze wheels
on the
there.
Dodge, though. I don't think that's a factory color on the Dodge.
It's not.
Yeah.
They had,
it is on GMs. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bronze on that.
Now, if I won the lottery, I would get a GMC all day.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to win the lottery.
Did you see, what did I see like this morning? I think it was. There's like a new Denali Ultimate package.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because, you know, the Denali needs to be more luxurious.
150
I would
grand.
still want an AT4.
Oh, yeah.
The problem is the trucks have gotten completely out of hand from a price.
They have.
Trimmer.
Yeah. Fucking 100 grand.
The trimmers
for a
are nice.
pickup
It's their
truck.
off-road package. Yeah.
It's also got the 7.3 V10 in it.
It's not a V10. It's a V8.
I thought the 7.3
The
was
7.3
V10.
Godzilla is a V8.
I thought it was a V10. I mean,
Google.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a V8.
So crew cab, obviously four-wheel drive.
Because the
Four-wheel drive. Preferably a tow package already included.
Yep.
Backup camera. Heated steering wheel, maybe.
the luxury.
Heated seats, definitely.
Heated seats, definitely. Having heated seats in the Ford is like...
That's so nice.
The bottom of my seat just went out, just like yours
Oof.
did. I still have the lumbar heat, but no butt heat.
damn it, government motors.
What else was I looking for?
So you want the luxury stuff. You just want a 2500 with the luxury.
I mean,
like
a
some of the
base
luxury
model
stuff.
would be fine, but I definitely would want some of the luxury stuff, like a heated seat, especially for wheeling.
Well, that's not even luxury anymore. Heated seat seems like it's baseline on most vehicles.
Yeah,
If
for the
you're
most
buying
part.
a car with a heated seat, you're buying a fucking Nissan. What's the lowest Nissan? The fucking
A Note.
Yeah, you're buying like a Note or a Juke, and it's fucking garbage.
Yeah. People love those.
That's not
Jukes,
true, though, because like we have the Kia, and that thing's only one step above bottom, and it has every creature comfort you could think of.
No. I think his point is that heated
If you're buying-
seats aren't really like a luxury.
It's not a luxury
anymore.
anymore.
I see what you're saying.
Like
you
it's a
could-
standard option.
Yeah, which
base models still come with it.
right.
Yeah.
Considering that the Kia's got heated seats,
Yeah.
that would track you.
I don't know anything about the Titans, like the Nissan
I've heard not
Titans.
good things about towing with them.
especially the.
See, that's
the newer
funny. I
ones.
don't know a single person that owns a Titan and has complained about it.
Thornhill had a Titan. James.
He had the original one. He had the first gen one though, didn't he?
The newer
I'm not
Titans
sure.
have not been as bad.
And I've heard the Cummins and the
Oh.
new Titans are also really bad.
The
They're-
seventh. It's behind a 10-speed automatic.
Says you're 10.
Yeah.
The older Titans did have those issues. The newer Titans were having motor issues.
But I have heard that the Cummins and the Titan is a fuel economy Cummins. It is not a power Cummins.
Yeah.
You know, yes.
Also, you
Which
just
is
don't
what-
see that many of them.
Well, they discontinued it because nobody was buying it. But I think that was
Who's buying this?
That would be my big fat ass.
Good pull, PJ. I was hoping someone would get that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard anybody who owns a Titan complain about it. Like I know Ian Johnson has one with the diesel and loves the thing, and has towed that thing across the country multiple
diesel,
times.
Ian also knows his way around cars.
Right.
He can spice it up a little bit.
You could go
kinda my
full luxury.
point.
You could get the Lincoln pickup truck.
I don't think they make that anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
The
Thank
first time,
God.
Thank
God.
The first time
That
I ever
grill
saw
was
one
so-
of those, I was just like,
And
who the fuck is buying
the
this?
taillight reflectors built into the tailgate that didn't have lights in them.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So wasn't that like one of the first ones that had the split tailgate that opened
think
like
so.
doors?
I think so.
That was so bad.
Yeah.
My favorite thing was just the reflectors that made it look like the taillights were just bigger.
Yeah.
And didn't do anything.
Gross.
So what are you looking for in a pickup truck, PJ?
I really wanted that Power Wagon up.
That Power
That
Wagon
power
was
wagon would have
nice.
been nice.
2,500.
Yep.
Bumpers.
Crew cab, long bed, off-road bumpers, winch in the front, lockers front and rear, tow package, like
It was
it had
decked.
Everything you want, everything you don't need.
a lift kit, tires, like it had everything all ready to go, but it still needed like 10, 15 grand worth of work. But,
yeah.
oh well.
And
So
they
want-
didn't want to budge on the price.
You want
either.
like a tow relander. You want something that you can,
Yeah.
like what Tom had in mind for the Dirt
Yeah,
Max.
because I want to be able to tow with it, but also be able to put a skinny guy on it and just go over like
Yeah.
that.
Highly recommend doing something that isn't diesel.
Yeah.
Or at least a 20-year-old diesel. Like
Yeah.
the modern diesels, you'd probably be just fine with.
Like a 5.7 would be fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 5.7, 5.3.
Yeah.
I do think a 5.7 would probably be a little bit of a dog with the skinny guy and a trailer.
Yes.
That would probably hurt. But yeah, I mean, if you do a power wagon, that's a 6.4. So
Yeah.
But I mean, again, if you're towing to like the Cove,
Oh,
which
it's
is
easy.
like
Yeah.
once a week,
yeah,
or if that,
you can get away with a half ton truck.
yeah, I can get away with sucking down some gas on that week,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
then
and
just
then
take it off to be able to go haul it somewhere else.
yeah.
And then just save money for
Yeah.
your longer trips.
Yeah.
Because like I said, 8 miles to the gallon, I had to fill up before my dad gave me the truck on a quarter tank. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's my dad. What do you expect?
That tracks.
So I had to fill up in Lovettsville before I picked up my trailer from Tom's house. Then I drove straight home, put my Jeep on the trailer, went to the Cove, came back, and had to fill up again because it was at a quarter tank. And in my diesel, I used a quarter tank getting there. I used 3/4 of the tank in the gas truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it tracks.
So, but like I said, if you're going to daily drive it and it's not going to have a trailer behind it a lot, gas all the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. For the occasional time you have to tow. Yeah, if you're gonna buy a tow rig that is
A
a
dedicated
work
tow
truck
rig.
tow rig,
Yeah.
I would go diesel.
Yeah.
Just that way you're never underpowered for something.
And then it's plan for the future. Like I got my extended cab because I mean Bruce was an extended cab short
Yep.
bed. My diesel was an extended cab short bed, and I just love the look of an extended cab short bed, but there was not nearly enough space. If we had the dogs back there,
Yeah,
which took up the whole
crew cab
back.
makes a hell of a difference.
yeah, there's just no room. So if we went anywhere with the dogs, I'd have to pack the Jeep full of like the luggage and camping stuff and everything. When we got to camp, Jeep comes off the trailer, unpack the Jeep.
Yep.
Then when we're done, got to repack the Jeep. Like it was just a pain in the ass.
Yep.
So definitely a crew cab next time.
Crew cab is money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also trying to keep in mind what the LJ is going to weigh after the ton swap. Because I want to be able to figure out what my tow rating is with the Jeep, with the trailer.
Any modern truck will be able to pull that. The LJ will probably
I
weigh
was gonna say because the
4,400
LJ
pounds.
stock was probably what
36,
38?
yeah.
36, 3,800.
I think the door says like 4 something.
that's probably your GVW.
Yeah.
Yeah, your curb weight's probably
Hey, it's 11 o'clock.
The fuck?
dumbass.
I can start eating now. My fasting's over, even though I had 2 donuts and a cup of coffee. That's why I'm talking so fast. Yeah, I think the LJ will probably weigh 4,500 pounds with tons.
Yeah.
Now, if you start putting cages, LSs,
No. The
at
ton-
most.
Curb weight is 3,721.
Yeah. So with the ton-
Really?
yeah,
Yeah, tons 44 max.
that's what we said. 36 to 38.
Gross weight is 4,600.
That's full. Liquid.
And that's like stock.
Is that? Well, no. Gross weight is like with people and cargo sitting in it.
Yeah.
That's how much weight it can weigh.
I bet you
safely.
mine right now is anywhere between 5 and 6.
1,000?
Yeah.
No,
No.
your LJ does not weigh more than a JL.
No.
There's no.
What do you have on there
dude.
between your long arms and some armor?
Yes.
It's probably 300 pounds.
Yeah.
With the tires and everything too.
Yeah, but you got to factor. You got to factor in your tires' weight is that weight minus the weight of the tires. The original tires is how much you've added. So the original wheel and tire is 30 pounds, and you put a 60-pound tire on. You've only added 30 pounds.
So 120 total all the way around. You're probably at 4,100. Like
I would. Well, yeah, but with the carpet out.
Yeah,
base model, soft top. I'd be amazed if you're over 4,000 pounds.
Yeah, like it. But what I was going with that is any modern truck, like Trevor's truck, I think is rated for like 10 to 13,000 pounds.
Usually like 10,
mine's 12 and a half.
Yeah, it's
somehow the all-terrain package is
that's
it's
that's like a 2-car trailer, a camper, and a Jeep.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like the redneck camper, like the slide in bed camper on the trailer and the Jeep.
Yeah,
and that's a huge trailer.
Your trailer is a 7,000 pound GVW,
and it weighs 2,000 pounds.
Right. So you put 4,000 pounds on a 2,000 pound trailer. You've got 6,000. You're only halfway to a modern capacity, which in my opinion is a sweet spot. Right. Like you don't want if you're towing 12,000 pounds, you don't want a truck that tops out at 12,000 pounds.
No. Well, like your buddy who tows with the Gladiator
used to.
Oh, he used to.
Yeah, he doesn't have that anymore.
He sold that anymore.
Oh, he got a Ford.
Ian? Yeah, Ian. Is that Ian Buggy?
Yeah.
He got a Ford.
It's completely capable of doing that. The gross towing is 7,000 pounds total, which is wild for a Gladiator. Like that seems like a ton of weight for a V6 with a 6-speed transmission, 8-speed transmission,
8-speed automatic. Yeah.
Either way, that's a ton of weight, but you can do it.
Yeah.
So it's
and like. I have this discussion constantly and argue with people all the time. Like, just because it's rated for that doesn't mean it's should do that. Yeah. Like if you want to pull your camper with your Gladiator, that's fine. But like, just because you can do 7,000 pounds doesn't mean your 6,800 pound camper, after you put your entire family's worth of shit in it, all the stuff in the Jeep itself, all your food, all your water, your generator, all the stuff that isn't included in that 6,800 pounds, all of a sudden you're 7,200 pounds, and that 200 pounds does make a difference because the camper is twice as long as your Gladiator is, and if that thing decides to go, you're going with it, whether you like it or not.
That sticker is just Jeep's way of being like, you can, but let's take about 25% off there, Squirrely Dan.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing with winches, right? Like, you get a 10,000 pound winch to pull out a 4,500 pound vehicle.
Right.
Like, you're not putting that on a 10,000 pound vehicle.
Right.
You'll never pull yourself out.
Right. Yeah, it's the I don't know. I'm a like
1.5 times.
I'm a like a 65%er kind of thing. Like if you're there's a thing in like the machinery world called duty cycle.
Yeah.
Right, where like it's a percentage. So for every 10 minutes of runtime, for every minute of runtime, you need X amount of minutes of cooldown time. So if it's a 50% duty cycle, if it runs for 5 minutes, it should cool down for 5 minutes for optimal performance. Yep. Same thing with towing.
Oh.
A max tow rating should be cut in thirds. Like 2/3 of that rating is your optimal area. Yep. That way, if you're in a pickle, you can upgrade. And then if you're just fat and happy, essentially, you're fat and happy just cruising.
Yeah. So there's your tow ratings. There's your tow rating breakdown.
Not that PJ doesn't know these things.
I watched that's what I was just looking for. Is I watched a cool video on social media the other day explaining how tow ratings are set, like it's about turning radius and scrub ratio and braking under full load.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with power of pulling.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to add horsepower to up their towing, and I'm like, you're good. You don't need horsepower.
It's all calculated.
It's like 5% of what it actually
on braking and handling is how it's calculated.
Yeah, I mean, the example I always use, your JK is rated for 3,000 pounds worth of towing. If you've ever pulled a JK out with a tow strap, you can pull more than 3,000 pounds because a JK weighs 4,500 pounds. And then like the light bulb goes off and they're like, oh, so why is it only rated for 3,000? Because it can't stop more than 3,000.
Correct. And it can't turn more than 3,000.
Right.
And turning gets sketchy. You experienced the turning. I've never experienced an unloaded trailer. Yeah, that was...
Yeah. And that was... The Jeep was only like 6 inches out of placement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the phone with you. It was when AK's Jeep blew up.
Yeah.
and we had to do like
The first time?
no, the second time. We had to do like marathon hauling home. So it was like, I think I hauled my garbage home.
Yep.
And then you hauled.
I think I drove my Jeep.
No. We hauled everything home.
Oh, and I dropped the trailer back off with you.
And then you brought the empty trailer back, and then I hooked up to your trailer. But like your truck always sat higher than mine for some reason.
Yeah, because it was the heavy duty, but it was like the HVY body code.
Yeah, it was a different rear suspension, and like you got back before me, so you loaded the Jeep on the trailer on your truck. Then we unhooked the trailer, put it on my truck. And I was like, it's sagging a little bit, whatever. It's only like 50 miles home. I'll survive. 5 miles into the drive, I'm on the phone with Trevor. You're behind me, and I felt it, and I was like, I'm gonna call you back, and I hung up, and you were calling me immediately, like, I'm like, I'm already pulling over. It was like, where the what is it, like Mountain View Diner is on 50, right? That's the name of it, or High Mountain
with Abe.
Yeah,
okay.
And coming
It's like
up the
North
hill,
Mountain View or something.
it goes up the hill and it bends left as you're like going west. And like, or I guess east, and I got up to that bend. I was only doing like 45, 50. I was not hauling ass by any means. And I was on the phone, and I'm just like, I'm turning. Like it just the trailer just kept pushing the truck straight, and it was all because when we loaded it on yours, the Jeep was like 6 inches further back, and I just didn't have enough tongue weight. And then when I realized what was happening, I tapped the brakes and all the weight shifted forward, and it grabbed and threw me in the other lane. And I was like, ah! Thankfully, because we had just spent a weekend at the Cove, I was all backed up, so I didn't shit my pants.
You should have.
I think under normal dietary circumstances, I would have. But Trevor packs us so full of cheese that we're all backed up, and like I just end up pushing a massive log out like 3 days after I get home.
It's the greatest feeling.
It's true.
And there's not really, you have to play with it. I guess you could get you gotta
figure out your
they have the load safe load way hitches.
Oh yeah,
They're
that measure
pretty pricey.
That's all going to depend on the problem. Like that stuff is great if you're towing the same thing over and over again. Like if you have a boat and your boat sits in the same spot in the trailer at all times, that's great for that. But like for us, how many different things have we had on that trailer?
Yeah, but the nice
thing, the last thing on that trailer, other than your Jeep, was a BMW.
The nice thing about like a tongue weight hitch is you can see how much weight you have on the tongue, so you can adjust the load on your trailer to. Look at that. That was quiet.
I know, it's gentle.
Nice. So you can adjust the load position on the trailer to have better performance. So you can,
absolutely.
So you can get like the actual analog.
I'm getting
readout.
a PJ trailer. No questions asked.
I mean, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fair.
I've had such a good experience with my Kaufman trailer that I would.
But your name's not PJ or Kaufman.
Fair.
PJ will get a PJ.
My name is already a trailer company.
It is. No, I
have
PJ
to
will get a
one.
Kaufman, and we will scrape it off and put PJ trailers on it.
I'm excited with my new suspension to try and tow with it.
I'm curious to see how it does.
Yeah, you need to come get your trailer. It's still my house.
I didn't take it up there.
I mean,
I got told one day, it's like, wait, why is Tim's trailer at Tom's house? Where's my trailer? Oh, it's at my house.
it was a trailer exchange because there's limited parking.
Yeah, I'm excited to do whatever trip we go on next, and we have to tow.
Yeah,
because we'll have a fleet of tow rigs.
I do think
a fleet of Jeeps.
I do think for the sake of trying, we should do a shorter one instead of the next towing trip being Hammers.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a great excuse for us to go to like just Good Evening Ranch for a weekend or something.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Or Roush. Yeah.
Roush is closer. Roush is 2.5 hours. Good Evening Ranch is like 6 hours.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, Roush is like 2.5, 3 hours.
Depending on where you're at.
My house.
How is it 2.5 hours from your house?
Roush Creek Off-Road Park is like 2.5 hours.
Almost 4 hours.
Yeah, it was like it's 3.5
from your house.
Up there.
Roush Creek Off-Road Park.
It's like 2.5
from here. It's
parents.
3.5.
2 hours and 22 minutes driving.
Sure, in a regular car, not towing anything.
Just drive faster with the trailer on.
Okay.
AOAA is a little bit farther away. Not by much, though.
I love being right sometimes. It doesn't happen often.
Wow. What? Why did it definitely felt like it took... Maybe AOAA is
AOAA
another
further.
hour?
It's like another half hour
We're
away.
a mess today.
Well,
These
the new
morning podcasts don't work
The
out
new
well.
microphones are coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Why it feels longer is because there's a lot of up and down hills, and you're
Yeah.
fucking thinking the whole time. You're like, more gas, less gas. All right, bop, bop. Hitting the Jake brake. I had to do the Jake brake sound. It's my
enough.
favorite. Bop, bop.
I'm
It
hard.
sounds like a mad cat.
That's the way my son sounded the other day at the shop.
Rip ass.
Oh, he had a blowout.
That was
like
an
you
ollie
wouldn't
brake.
believe.
Yep.
Yeah, it was definitely an ollie
Yep.
brake.
What else?
He shit north.
So it comes up the crack.
But I'm curious to have my truck tow the Comanche and see how it does.
Well, I feel like the Comanche is going to weigh a lot for some reason.
Again.
It's
No, I know it looks like it should because it's a full body truck rig. I assume trucks are way more, but I know it's got an empty
There's
bed.
nothing to it. Yeah.
It's an
well, it's not
XJ
empty
with
right
the
now.
rear-
It's got his tons in it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Actually,
It's heavy as shit right now.
dropping the two Dana 60s in that thing
Didn't really...
really leveled it
Yeah,
out.
it didn't
nicely.
really do anything to it.
Its stance is very nice.
It said, okay, give me more.
Are you, for obviously in our area, I think I know the answer, but for a tow rig daily driver, are you hardcore on 4-wheel drive?
Yes. It's a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it is exclusively a tow rig, which even I would say is a bad financial decision, you can get away with 2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
However, if it's towing your... Look, perfect example of why not to have a 2-wheel drive tow rig.
Oh,
Remember the
thing
time
that-
we almost shot the dude in the Duramax at 3 in the morning? Because it was
4-wheel
before you were around.
His 4-wheel drive just didn't work.
Yeah.
But again,
But it was
indicative of having a 2-wheel
So
drive
the
truck.
guy rolled into Camp 6 at the Cove at 3 in the morning
Somehow didn't run
in a
us over.
straight piped Duramax. Couldn't see shit because it was pouring rain. Literally drove into the middle of our campsite, got stuck, and proceeded to spin tires for like 30 minutes. Whoa! Reverse. And just,
my God.
So like we woke up in the morning, there's literally a truck and a camper with a Jeep on the back, like a
In the middle.
like a
In
tall-
the middle
in the
of
middle
our
of our
tent.
campsite. And the guy walks over to us as we're like brewing coffee. He's like, I am so sorry.
You
And
didn't seem sorry when you were...
he was like, I had no idea I was in your campsite. I was just trying to turn around and I got
He's like he didn't
stuck."
run somebody over.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like he was genuinely
yeah.
upset about what he did.
Oh, yeah.
Which like made us feel better because we were like, dude, you
almost got shot.
you almost got a warning shot
Yeah.
because like we didn't really know what was going on.
Like, I'll buy a new tent
Yeah.
to give you a warning shot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that is...
but that's why you don't get 2-wheel drive.
the
yeah.
off-road... Being in the off-road parks, like Rice Creek is easy.
Yeah.
Because their
It's all
whole...
gravel.
It's
it's
lot.
a gravel lot.
But until
Anyway.
it's not a gravel lot.
AOA is the same thing.
Yeah.
And those are the only 3 parks we've been to. Is the Cove, you'd be pretty well off on a dry weekend out there in a 2-wheel drive.
I also think like if you're towing something and you by chance get stuck like in a divot,
Yeah.
put it in
Yeah.
4 low, fucking just go.
Yeah.
If you're in a 2-wheel drive, beep beep. If you're in a 2-wheel drive tow rig, you're just stuck.
Yeah.
Unless you
you're
have a
fucked.
winch.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And then you're unhooking the trailer and then your
Yeah.
trailer's stuck. Yeah. It's just it's a mess.
Especially like, I would love to multi-purpose mine and use it as
Right.
a little bit of an overlander.
Right.
So
Yeah.
having 4-wheel drive on there is important.
Yeah.
Right?
Plus, most of us live on dirt roads, so
Yep.
or travel down a lot
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
75% of us.
we're in
Well,
Northern
no,
Virginia.
no.
We need 4-wheel
Your
drive.
driveway is gravel.
It's a lane.
It's a driveway.
It's a private
Also,
lane.
It's a
It's
driveway.
snow.
Snow.
Yeah.
See, the snow
Yeah.
thing...
Yeah, this is Virginia. It does snow every year except for this past
the-
year.
the
We're
snow
not living
thing-
in Miami.
The snow
Yeah.
thing gets me because people make big financial decisions to buy all-wheel drive cars for the 2 days a year it snows.
See,
And I'm
that's
like,
how you know you're from Virginia. It snows more than 2 days a year here. And we do get legitimate snow. And when you live on a dirt road, they don't plow it or salt
Yeah.
it.
Oh, no, I know. I
was gonna say,
just
it may not
No, but
snow like a lot.
you get where I'm coming
every
from.
2 years,
Yeah.
but when it does, you're gonna fucking
Yeah.
wish you
Yeah.
had 4-wheel
Yeah,
drive.
but when it
But see,
does,
here's the
just
funny
call
part.
out of work sick that day.
This is, we used to deal with this at Enterprise all the time where people from here or people, the transplants we get that are coming from southern states or states that don't get a lot, they make the assumption that simply having 4-wheel drive
makes you a better
will
driver.
allow them to drive in the snow. And it's like, that's not the case.
No.
One, if the road is plowed and it's clear, you don't need 4-wheel drive.
Right.
If you're driving in 4-wheel drive, you're probably going to have a bad day at some point.
Yeah.
Getting out of being stuck in the snow is where your 4-wheel drive comes in handy.
Right.
Stick it in 4-wheel drive, get out of the snow embankment or wherever you're stuck, get back on the road, put it back in 2-wheel drive, continue on.
Yeah.
Because guess what? 4-wheel drive doesn't help you on ice.
Yeah. It also doesn't help you stop.
Yeah, like that's...
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. There's a misconception that 4-wheel drive means anybody can drive in snow. You still need to know
What
how
you're
to
doing.
drive in snow.
Yeah.
Which most people don't.
But also to buy a spare vehicle, which tow rig may or may not be, and to have it be 4-wheel drive when you're towing your 4-wheel drive vehicle, like to buy a vehicle to be 4-wheel drive when you already have one that is 4-wheel drive, like why spend the extra?
Yeah, I don't think every vehicle you own needs to be 4-wheel drive. I can tell you, if it snows, I'm not taking the YJ to work.
Yeah.
Why not? That'd be dope.
There's
There's
That'd be
no
a
top.
cold fucking drive.
That would be a cold
It's
drive.
also still doesn't have a transfer case shifter.
He doesn't fuck with snow.
What are you... What?
Not in
He
forward,
literally plows.
not in forward, not in his Jeep.
Pray for it to snow. It could snow tomorrow. And,
They
well, no,
call
because
me
the plow truck
Snow
is fucked up.
Miser.
But first of all, I grew up in New Jersey where it snows more than it does in Virginia. Then I lived in Pennsylvania for 4 years where
way
it snows more than it does in Virginia. Then I lived in Colorado
Where it
they
definitely
basically
snows.
invented snow.
See, I only know you like snow
To make money?
to make money.
I'm also
That's-
fat and hairy. I love cold weather. I am a winter person.
Yeah, cold weather is
That's the only. That's the only way I know you to like snow is to make money.
No, I hate
Because that's the version of Tom that I've met and come to know over the last.
living in Virginia.
5 years.
Living in Virginia has completely ruined winter. Like anywhere else, you could literally take me anywhere else for winter and I would be ecstatic. Virginia is miserable because 50% of the people here think it doesn't snow. The other 50% are made up by 75% of people who have no idea how to handle snow, which blows my mind. It's like it literally snows.
It snows enough here. You should know.
Every year.
50% and 75%.
No.
Of the 50% that
okay.
More than half the people who understand that it snows
don't know how to drive.
Don't know how to handle snow.
Yeah.
I remember when I first moved here from Colorado, the two guys that I worked with, one of my roommates was a guy I worked with. We woke up one morning to snow, and our boss had sent an email out and was like, "The shop's still open. Everybody's got to come in." And he had like at the time like a Nissan 350Z, and I still had my Frontier with Colorado license plates, and he's like, "Oh, could I get a ride to work?" Like, and I'm like, "Yeah, if you want, like the roads are plowed." And he's like, "Yeah, but it might snow." And I'm like, "But you guys have plows, right?" And I'm like, "Whatever." So then like we go to work, it snows, it keeps snowing, the roads are getting bad. Boss closes the shop, we go home, and we're driving home, and I'm just cruising at like 50 miles an hour on a 50-mile-an-hour road, just like I normally would. And he's like, "Oh, you're so good at driving in the snow. Like, it's so nice that..." He goes, "It's so nice to have 4-wheel drive." And I'm like,
two-wheel,
hey,
bro.
buddy, it's still in 2-wheel. He's like, "What?"
2-wheel with an empty bed.
Yeah, 2-wheel with an empty bed. I'm just like, it's just not that hard to drive in snow.
Yeah.
And then we get back to the apartment. It's actively snowing, and the maintenance guys are throwing salt down on basically dry, wet road. And I'm like, because like the snow hadn't really started to stick yet. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't want ice to build up." And I was like, "Are you going to be out here all night doing this?" And he's like, No, this will cover it. I'm like, "No, it won't, because it's just going to melt it into water. And then when the salt dissolves, the snow is going to land on top of it. And you're going to have a solid sheet of ice underneath." And he goes, No, I've been doing this for 20 years. I know what I'm talking about. I'm like, okay. The next morning, he's out there chipping ice off the sidewalk. And I walk over and I'm in a hoodie and jeans. He's like in a parka, like it's fucking 20 below. And I wipe the snow off my Colorado license plate and I turn my wipers on. And I'm like, "Thought you knew about snow, my man." And I got my truck and I drove away sideways on the ice. But yeah, no, I love snow, and I will
It's the movie. It's one of Mackenzie's favorite Christmas movies.
That's
You got one word out of it.
it's not a Christmas story.
No, it's not the Christmas Story.
What is snow?
Water, ice,
It's close to it.
frozen water.
No. The color is
The color
white.
White Christmas. That's it.
There's a movie called White Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bing
it's-
Crosby and all the famous singers.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, they come back from like World War II and they're singing and dancing, and he opens a cabin up in like
Their general.
Vermont. Yeah, their general opens a cabin in Vermont. And they all come up there and put on a performance for him.
Well,
It's a real feel good
Christmas in
movie.
July, everybody.
There you go.
Anyway, back to tow rigs.
No,
Two
but
of us need them, so we convoy.
my truck will always be
I don't need one.
the one 4-wheel drive vehicle. Is how I look at it.
I got my dad's. I'll use that one until he sells it, and then I'll figure one out. Right now, I'm focusing on the Jeep.
Yeah, you're just gonna end up buying your dad's truck, and then you're gonna bitch about how you should have kept the diesel because this thing gets 8 miles to the gallon when you're towing.
That's fair. What else you guys got? Anything interesting?
No, just that I'm excited to tow with it now that I
Yeah.
got new suspension tires
So
and wheels
We'll
on
have
it.
to post pictures of your truck. We got to get PJ to take some pictures of it.
Yeah, it looks
not
good.
in the shop parking lot, like maybe in Tom's backyard.
How about your front yard?
That's
Why does that have
fine.
to be
Doing my
back
front yard. Come get your trailer, bring PJ, and take pictures of my front yard on the trail that we made.
Better yet, let's go on a camping trip.
Yay!
Yay! It'll be August.
That's true, probably.
But on that note, on that bombshell, any other truck questions, PJ? You're the only one
No.
here who hasn't bought a truck yet in their life.
I think right now I'm just trying to plan the tons,
Yeah,
like what I'm doing first, and then all.
yeah.
the parts and
That'll
stuff.
be a
Maybe
That'll
we'll see
be
if
a
we
whole
get some
nother
2 for
episode.
deals because that's my baby project is finally pull the axles out of my side
Yeah.
yard and
yeah.
start prepping them.
Yeah, trucks are easy.
Yeah. Hopefully you get a good set of
buy-
smart gears.
I've learned buy a little more than you need. Don't buy a ton more than you need when it comes to a truck. Because I bought,
Is that a ton joke?
haha.
double entendre.
God.
This it's the
That's a t-shirt.
all right,
Double
boys.
tonned up on a Tuesday.
Check out all of our stuff, social media,
DirtNerdsOffroad.com.
the Dirt Drive.
Buy our t-shirts.
Buy our t-shirts. They're fun now. Support our sponsors. Support our support the people that support us.
Yeah, motherfuckers just whack.
We are working on the studio. Motherfucker, shit's whack. We're working on the studio. Is looking professional. AK is coming over today to help us set up lighting and camera angles.
Yep.
When that goes live, we will have it on. We'll post the video to Patreon. Oh, we've got a Patreon now.
You guys will
Check
be able
it
to
out.
see the black casting couch that we have. It's great.
It's not leather. You could play that one, PJ.
I don't think I have that one.
He
You get
did
YouTube.
it.
It's called Google.
It's called beatboxing.
Yeah, it'll be
I was
available.
going to say in Virginia we can't log on anymore.
Yeah.
You literally have to upload your license.
Really?
They're doing
For Pornhub?
Yes, Tim.
Wow. It's been a while since I've been on Pornhub then. I guess.
ID age verification.
God
Which
damn.
means you're gonna have to make an account.
Yikers.
Yeah.
Nope.
Reddit
it is.
Don't worry, that's coming too. It's all adult material.
God damn it.
Find that content on our Patreon, the Dirt Drive.
Dirtier
They're
nerds.
dirtier nerds.
The Dirtier Nerds. That should be one of the tier levels, is the Dirtier Nerds.
Dirt Nerds After Dark.
I've got supporter.
You have to pay us to not put our buttholes on.
Yes.
I've got
Chocolate starfish.
the Dirt Drive supporter. I've got
Is that your porn name?
responsibly reckless, and I've got one more, and I can't think of it.
I think we just named it.
The Fun Smugglers,
the Fun Smugglers.
because those are from like our first few episodes. the
The furry fucks.
furry fucks.
That's just me and Tim.
Is that Italian blood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patreon, the Dirt Drive everywhere. Check us out. We appreciate you guys listening. And we will be back next week with some more shit. Anything from you guys?
DirtNerdsOffroad.com.
DirtNerdsOffroad.com. It's been updated.
Buy our shit.
Fund the shenanigans.
Yes.
Fund the shenanigans. Help us get to hammers.
That should be
Help
the
the
hashtag.
hooligans.
That should be the hashtag. Fund the fun.
Fun the fun.
The ultimate fund haver.
Fundamental.
All right. I'm leaving.
Fade
Goodbye,
out, Tim.
guys.
Fade out, Tim.
See you guys next week.
Are you enjoying this podcast? Do you want more ridiculousness from the Dirt Nerds? check out DirtNerdsOffroad.com. It'll link to all of our social media, as well as our YouTube page, and you can pick up some sweet merch to help support the podcast and other adventures.